Grizzlies fans, tonight the Grizzlies will take on the Trailblazers for the second time this season. It's a little earlier tip, usually 7. It's a 6 o'clock tip tonight. So I want to get that out into the world nice and early in this video. Joining me is Brooke Olzendam to break this one down. Hello again.
Hi, friend. Yeah, I kind of forgot it was a 6 o'clock start too. I just randomly checked my bus times last night. I'm like, oh, it's good to know. I didn't realize. So yeah, it's nice at least for us, to be honest, the traveling team, because with all this weather how it is, I think the earlier we can try to get out, the better, because I think it's going to take a long time to de-ice. So that extra hour might come in handy.
Yeah, I mean for the Grizzlies as well, because they play in Cleveland tomorrow night, so they'll be up and out of here. Same with you guys, really.
We'll see them at the airport. We'll all be together.
Yeah, everyone can just carpool together. Okay, let's get to the game though. So the last time that the Grizzlies played the Trailblazers, they won 111-106, but there was no Jaren, there was no Dame. It was a very different team than what is happening right now. But I will say, Brooke, the Grizzlies have had so much success at home this season. They have the best home record in the NBA right now. But on the other hand, for the Blazers, they have won the last 3 times that they have played at FedEx Forum. Do you think the home court advantage plays a role tonight, or not so much?
I think it does. I mean, I think you guys have, I have a great fan base, and playing at home always gives you just a bit of an edge. You're coming from your own house, you have your own, your training room, your locker room. So I think there's always a bit of an edge, and you guys play so well there. But I don't know. That's an interesting. Have we talked about that? I did not know that.
No, I didn't know that either.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, the Blazers, I would say, a little bit inconsistent, especially weirdly at home, because they also play well in front of their home fans, but kind of inconsistent. They're really trying to figure that out. One of the things they've really been trying, so keep an eye out for this. They've been focusing on not getting into holes early, because that's been happening a lot. And then you know how that is, just have to expand so much energy that you're just trying to play catch up all night. And that's been an issue. Last game, they really talked about it. It was a point of emphasis. It didn't happen, and they ended up getting the win. So I think it's just imperative for the Blazers to not let you guys get out and run and get a hefty lead, because yes, they can come back from it, but then by the end of the game, it's really just basket for basket, because they're just so fatigued. So keep an eye out for that. I don't know. It's a good question. I'm not sure about the home court advantage. I think it has to lean a little bit towards you guys, but it's always fun when these two teams play each other, no matter where it is.
It's interesting you say that, because the Grizzlies are actually coming off of a game where they won, but it was like the largest deficit that they had overcome this season where they won. So I think it's kind of the same thing for them. You guys, like you said, have won 3 of your last 4. Okay, I think this is the main thing. Damian Lillard is playing at FedEx Forum tonight. I think any defense in the NBA is not looking to stop him. It's very much like a jaw thing. You're looking to contain him. But then who else? Because I think in the last game, Jeremy Grant had a massive game. I know Anthony Simons, you're a big fan of. Who else do the Grizzlies have to watch out for?
Well, you nailed it right there. I mean, a perfect example of Dame, he gets so much attention, but he had 42 points last game, hit 5 threes. It came down to a last minute shot, and he thought he was going to take it all the way to the rim, but he obviously was defended well and saw Anthony open for a 3 and just dished it to Ant, and he hit it. And so we talked about that post game, where the guy who has 42 points and 5 threes and your go-to guy, he trusted his teammate Anthony to take that last shot. So Jeremy is playing very well. We've been talking about, from the get-go, his best numbers of his career. It's really a perfect fit for him. I think in his past teams, he was asked a lot of, and then there were some teams that he maybe wasn't utilized as he should have. And he has said it too. He's like, it's just a perfect fit for me. He's not like the number 1 scorer. Damian obviously is that, but you're going to get 20 plus around that from Jeremy. And his shot he was top 5 in 3-point shooting for a while. He's dipped now a little under 10. I think maybe it was 14, but he's getting his shot back. And so he's got a lot of confidence in it. It was a struggle for, I'd say, about a week or so. And we're like, we all knew he was going to come back. And so he's shooting really well. Anthony's shooting really well. Josh Hart, great defender, our second best rebounder, one of the best rebounders in the league. Our guys would like him to shoot more. So keep an eye out for that. They're like, Josh, you can score. We want you to score more. So that's an option too. And then Nurk down low, as long as he can stay out of foul trouble. But I would say, yeah, other than Dame, he's looking at Ant and Jeremy last minute in games. So that should tell you something.
You brought up Nurk. I don't know if I can call him that because it's like very much a nickname. I feel like weird.
That's who he is.
He's obviously the big down low. The Grizzlies are without Steven Adams, who is like their main rebounding guy. He had 14 and 11 last time they played the Trailblazers. So that'll very much be, an assignment for Xavier Tillman, for Brandon Clark, a little bit of Jaren Jackson Jr., who didn't play last game. Do you think that matchup, I know he's probable tonight, do you think that matchup is a little more favorable in this game going against JJ rather than Steven Adams?
Well, Steven Adams is a beast, and he and Nurk kind of match each other's energy. So you never know what you're going to see when those two are at each other, which is, well, we know it's going to be entertaining watching those two play because they just have an edge to them. So I think if I had to, I might give Nurk the edge on this one, just because he knows what he's getting when he's taking on Steven Adams, and he knows his toughness. And so I think that without him out there, I think Nurk might look to try to take over down low in the paint. And he's been finishing much better around the rim. There was a little spell there, and he's talked about it before about his inconsistency where he doesn't go as strong at the rim as he should. He kind of just like flings it up there a little bit. And after he makes great move, like he'll make a fantastic move and then just not finish well. And that's something that he's been really working on and taking his time. So I would have to give Nurk the edge in that one, maybe a little bit.
I don't want to agree, but I can see it because Steven Adams, it's just they play much different like 5 spots. So
True.
Go Nurk, I guess. No, I'm still going BC and X. The other thing that I was interested in is both teams top 10 in the league in fast break points. So I think if you're a fan of offense tonight, this is your game.
Absolutely. And they've been getting out and running a lot more. We've played a lot of teams that do that too. So you kind of, when you play a team and the style kind of rubs off on you because that's the pace of the game. So we've been playing faster basketball than we did, I would say, at the beginning of the season. And it's something that is point of emphasis also. Get out and run, like find your guys down. If you can score quickly and not have to set up your half court offense, because sometimes, we let your defenses set up. It's just, it's factual. If you can score on the break, it's better. It's a better 2 points than if you have to set up and obviously less energy. So they have really been focusing on getting out and running. So tonight, I think you should keep an eye out for that. And we have a rookie named Shaden Sharp, who is going to be in the dunk.
Canada.
Yes, Canada. Yes, he's our Canadian. And he can jump. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And we have Anthony Simons, who can also jump very high. But Shaden is a freak of nature. And so on the break, if he's on the floor, you got Jeremy looking for him on the alley-oop. We've had more alley-oops this year than I think, I swear to God, in my 6 years prior. It's because we have a great young athletes that on the break, they communicate so well. And Shaden just knows. He just jumps up, and no matter where he goes, guys can find him. So that's been fun to watch too on the break. Keep an eye out for a Canadian dunk.
There will be, one of our Canadians in Brandon Clark is known for a couple alley-oops himself too. So
Battle of the Canadians.
A good one to watch. Very lastly, Brooke, I'm going to shout you out really quickly because it is National Women and Girls in Sports Day. And I just want to say that I am absolutely honored to share this space with you because you are awesome.
Thank you. I feel the same exact way about you. And I always look forward to this. And what a fun day. And I just want to thank all of the women that came before us that had to go through a lot to prove themselves and give us a platform. And I know we worked still very hard to get where we are, but the women that came before us, shout out to them. And it's always nice chatting with you. You know that.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Grizzlies game today is 6. So remember that. And it tips off on Bally Sports Southeast and then Bally Sports Plus app.
See you there.